everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Patience and this is Party Space. Welcome to my old subscribers and also welcome to my potential subscribers. I'm happy to have you all here. So there's this post I bumped into online. It is something I felt we should talk about because it is a common thing in our society, especially it is common in those houses that are born again Christians. You know, most of us were Christians, but we have the call born again Christians that attaches everything that happens in their life. They attach it to someone somewhere. There's someone somewhere. The way we reason. Anyway, let me read the post, then we'll talk about it. Apparently, this post is this person made this post because, according to the person, whenever she or he, I don't know if by the time I read it will confirm if it's a he or she, sends a post, whenever they send the post to her father, which is her kid's grandfather, the man shares the pictures with other people. I don't know if it's extended family members or neighbors, I don't know. And the moment the man does that, it lands them in the hospital. Let me just say one thing first. This person, if you have your parents alive and you made your parents grandparents, that is a good thing. There are some of us that wish that our parents lived long enough to even see us graduate universities. My parents did not see me graduate, and my children were not fortunate to have the grandparents that they were supposed to have. I remember growing up and having a grandma and having a granddad. It's quite an experience, and it's such a blessing to have grandparents, to have your parents around your children. Anyway, that is just, let me just get into it. Let me not digress. Okay. According to this person, the person's name is Snail Plug at what is an ex. I think they got it from they got this from Twitter. Most of the issue I am facing is as a result of my dad's bragging. It's really unfair. I discovered that whenever I post my kids, he takes, this person is not even sending, let me take it again, this person is not even sending pictures. I was thinking that he sends the pictures to the dad, then the dad actually gets the pictures from his post. Let me start all over again. Most of the issue I am facing is as a result of my dad's bragging. It's really unfair. I discovered that whenever I post my kids, he takes the pictures and sends to people to brag how beautiful his grandkids are. Next thing, I'm sleeping in hospital with my kids. Grandparents, the thing is that whether you're a parent or you're a grandparent, it's a bragging right to own that title. It's even more of a bragging right to be a grandparent. Grandparents, that is what they do. I remember my grandma, she loves me. She bragged about me when she was alive, and like, it is their right. They earn it. Anyway, I have 2 videos to share regarding this thing. So I'm going to play Daddy Freeze's own first.
This is one of the reasons why I don't allow my kids to go to Pentecostal church. I don't allow them to watch African magic or Nigerian movies. I don't allow any of my parents or parents-in-law or uncles-in-law or uncles who I see as religious to influence them because of this kind of mindset. It's really unfair. Anytime I post my pictures, my dad carries the pictures and brags about them, and before you know it, my children end up in hospital. That's what the Twitter user says. And what worries me is not what they said. Read the comments in the comment section on Instablog. Life is more spiritual than you think. Oh, who else agrees that life is more spiritual? The spiritual controls the physical. Which day are you going to wake up and learn how to think critically? Which day? There are celebrities that have 4 million followers, 2 million followers, that post their children regularly, and their children know they sick. If your children are falling ill, check their diet, check their environment, check the water they drink, check and see if there's any genetical problem with them. Because if your children, they fall ill regularly, it means a problem there. And even in the Bible, Paul said to Timothy, he said, drink a little wine instead of water because of your frequent illnesses. Was Timothy posting his picture online? How do people join 5 and 1 and get 98? How? Because of the way you were raised. This right here is what you call confirmation bias. You search for, you analyze, you accept information that confirms your ideology. And any clear information right there in your face that debunks it, like celebrities, that there are celebrities in Nigeria that they post their picking as baby, they post as they grow up. There are some who do and there are some who don't. I have about 3 million followers across all platforms, 1.6 million on Facebook, 1.3 million on Instagram, 200,000 on TikTok, another 200,000 on YouTube. And I post my children regularly. Sometimes children, they sick. Sometimes children, they well. It has nothing to do with all these superstitions that you people have turned into religion. Let me tell you something. There are what you call shark attack ice cream correlations. Let me break this down to you. Every single year, the more people eat ice cream, the more sharks attack people. So there is a clear correlation between eating more ice cream and getting bitten by sharks. But you see, even though there's a correlation, there's no causation. You have to be able to identify the difference between a causation and a correlation. What's the difference? A causation is ice cream eating leads to shark biting. A correlation is ice cream eating increases as shark attacks increase. In a correlation, there's what you call a compounding factor. What is the compounding factor? The sun, the weather, as it is now in the UK and Europe, everywhere is so hot, the government is spraying water on people. The likelihood that people will eat ice cream increases, just like it decreases when there is winter. And the likelihood that people will jump into the water and swim also increases. So you have a correlation. It looks like there is a similarity between them, but in reality, there's no causation. So I think you need to rewire your brain the way you think in this country. The poor father is celebrating his children. You don't turn out to wickedness. You don't turn your. Do you know that you publicly called your father a witch? Say man a witch. Because of one mumu belief where they put into you from a young age. I know you are going to drag me all you want. But deep down inside the recesses of your brain, you know that I'm right. And you also know that this is why your pastors, they use you chop. As long as you continue believing and using your brain like this same brain where they're not supposed to use, allow you take the crossroad, they use that reason, your pastors will always be wealthy. That is why in Nigeria, out of the top 10 church auditoriums in the world, we have 7. The top 4 are from Nigeria. We have no school in the top 500. We have no hospital in the top 500. We have no brand in the top 500. So please do me a favor today. Watch the way you think, because the way you think influences not just you, but the people that came after you. If you started thinking more strategically, our parents were religious all their lives with nothing to show for it. Anything they show for it is mediocre. It is mediocre. Because the real revelations of this world are in science, in technology. And when God sees, I pray you won't use your own science and technology too. God go reveal them to the Chinese where go can use you do their slave. It happened in Israel metaphorically. The allegory of Moses in Egypt is to tell you that you feel be like Jacob, where sabi spiritual things. But at the end of the day, you and your children will be slaves and servants in the land of Egypt under.
Confirmation bias is when the brain only registers information and experiences that confirms the bias. Our brain starts to remember it as something to look out for, and therefore we start walking through life really looking for evidence that that thing that happened to us is actually true, and in some ways disregarding evidence of anything else.
So what did you guys get from what Daddy Free said? You know, one thing with us, especially those of us that are born again Christians, we always look for a way of, when we have a negative thought in our hearts, We don't know that that negative thought progresses from one stage to another. It surrounds our mind. It makes us think that way, that everything that will come across. Let me use this as an example. When you're going through difficulties and you surround your mind that you can never come out of that difficulty, that it never gets better with you, that your own case, like when we say my case is always different, my case is always different, this other person's own progresses to the better, to get better, my own is always different and it gets worse and worse. When you start thinking that way, your brain starts functioning that way. Your brain always confirms. That was what Daddy Free said, confirmation bias. Your brain works that way because you think that way and your brain always confirms. You've already biased yourself. You already have this mindset that it will not get better with you. It doesn't get better with you. But by the time you just switch and say, you have the mindset that it can get better. The moment you the moment you get your mind to reason this way, that the moment you put your mind that you start reasoning that you want to know how it can get better, the moment you have that mindset, your brain switches and you start looking for a way whereby it can get better than the way it is. That is when things start getting better, because you've already switched your mindset from that other mindset of things not working out for you. The moment you switch your mind from that mindset of things not getting better for you to the mindset of show me how this can get better, it starts getting better for you, because you've already switched from the non-better reasoning to a better reasoning, moving forward and thinking that if I give myself 2 steps forward instead of 2 steps backward, I start reaping the benefit of me reasoning this way. That is what Daddy Freeze meant by that confirmation bias, because it's already in your head. If you keep thinking that, oh, my village people are always chasing me, you have headache now, you say it's my village people. You trip on your way to somewhere, you say it's your village people, you start reasoning that way, and that is how your brain will keep functioning. But the moment you switch your brain, it's just like, let me put it this way, it's just like when you dress up. Like now I'm wearing a bright orange top, and I feel that these bright orange tops make me happy. Whenever I wear bright colors, dopamine colors, it makes me happy. That is the way my brain will be working. But the moment I wear black and say this black connotes evil, that is the way I'll start reasoning. So the switch, if you're able to switch from that, it never gets good with me, to it gets better, show me how it gets better, then things starts working out for the better for you. I don't know what you guys think about this confirmation bias. Is this something that has been happening to you? And if it has happened to you, how were you able to manage it, to switch to the better part of the room? Like switching from the darker part of things not working to the brighter part of things working, because you started reasoning in a positive way for things to work out for you. Let me know in the comment section. What do you think? Especially when this thing is common, like I said earlier on, this thing is common amongst the born again people, just like Daddy Free says. That word confirmation bias, that is what I wanted to say, because it resonates with me a lot and with the surrounding I grew up. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think? Do not forget to click like, and also if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, please subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one, which will be coming very soon. Bye bye.